It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll see tight end Dawson Knox, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Bills and the Chargers on EA Sports.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here on this December Saturday, Week 16. What a weekend of football we have in store. 4 days worth of games. Had the Thursday nighter, 2 here on Saturday, a slate of 10 games tomorrow as you're wrapping those last-minute presents, and then 3 more Monday on Christmas Day. The second of 2 on this late season Saturday night. The Bills and Chargers, off we go in Week 16. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Second and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join?
Touchdown! Dawson Knox. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. The bottom line, how do they get a win?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. Herbert running left off the option. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems, because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, it's Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. On the option right, Herbert. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check up. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On play action, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off of the... And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game. On play action, Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
Now it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Alex Arma taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And the lead cut down to 9. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A very solid gain of 27. So big pickup that time, and Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Allen off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. This is caught. Touchdown!
Khalil Shakir
as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 71 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Tight end Dawson Knox ready to go again, as is the rest of this offense. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Allen looks to throw on second down. And give Knox yet another catch in this one. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox from 21 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Herbert running left off the option.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Justin Herbert
keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So out come the Chargers.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He finds his target, Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Herbert on first down now. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. 2nd and 6.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on third down now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Gregory Rousseau.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Herbert now on second down. His throw incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On play action, Allen.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen. Touchdown! Damian Harris, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bills,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation